after-school programs offers parents a way for children to stay longer in school. Not only that, it also offers enrichment programs wherein, if you feel your child needs a bit more time in school, then you can also stay. The reason why we grouped it as a mixed age group is because the beauty of having a vertical class is that the older children learn to care for the younger children, and the younger children really look up to the leadership skills of the older children.
Socialization-wise.
Yes, this is very much for socialization. For the child care fund, we grouped it for 2 to 3 years old. And again, lunch will be served, and after lunch, we will be giving them ample time to play, gross motor wise, at least for active play. And then when they come back inside, we'll be preparing other activities that would really maximize their day. Now, there's also the big school room, which is more academic oriented. It's really for the 4 to 5 year old students and it's for parents who want to prepare their child for big school. So the focus here would really be on the mastery of reading, writing, listening skills, and doing worksheets. But again, lunch will be served, and we will be giving them ample time to play outside, and this will be done in a very gamely manner. We really do want to stress the developmentally appropriate practice approach, because again, children at 4 and 5, yes, they may seem older, but they're still kids if you think about it. They do want some, introducing letters and numbers through games is a really fun way for them to remember. There's always this one quote that someone always, and I never forget it. It's not what you learn. You'll forget what people will teach you, but you'll never forget the experience that they gave you. So giving them a really good experience allows for them to remember that for their entire lives.
Question?
Yes.
Sorry. Would that be inclusive or exclusive of the tuition fee?
That's exclusive of the tuition fee, so it's an add-on, and it's optional too for us.
How much would that be?
I can give you the list of the rates. Hindi pa naman siya memorize. I can give you the rate.
If I remember collectively, it's 92,000, so it might run to 120.
If you're enrolled in the regular program, infant, nursery, pre-K, and kinder, you just have to add a couple of more to avail of the after-school program. But there are parents who would just avail of the after-school program. So it depends on what you need also. So we're very flexible in terms of the programs that we also offer.
So if you're enrolled, that would be discounted amount?
Yes, there would be a different rate from if you're already enrolled in our regular program.
All right, thank you.
The other program that we're offering, which is very new too, and it's also something we are advocating, me and Raquel at least, is the daycare program. A lot of moms nowadays, I hear a lot of them saying that, I feel like it's very hard to find a proper yaya that can care for my child. A yaya that's really going to teach my child proper values without scaring or threatening my child. So this is what the daycare is about. The daycare is going to be led by trained early childhood educators who actually believe in developmentally appropriate practices. So at the schoolroom, we're going to offer this full-day program for children ages 1.5 to 5 years old. How this day will work, it's going to be very relaxing. We will still be focusing on a centers-based, play-based approach. But again, we're going to allow for nap time, especially for the young children, like the 1.5 to 2, they still need their afternoon time. But for the older children, if we can see that they can make do without nap time, then we'll focus on outdoor play and really game play. So it really gets their energy going. So this is an alternative for parents who want to keep their child, who don't really, how do I say this? Who would rather, give options for their child to be in a preschool setting on some days and maybe at home on other days too. So we have summer programs also.
Summer programs. This is very timely, especially now. Those who are planning to send their kids, especially for June, first time. This is sort of like can prepare them better. So we also offer both academic and non-academic programs for summer programs. We will be offering it on. We will start summer programs on April
18th, yes,
Okay,
after the
18th.
launch.
But after the launch, on the 14th, we'll have an open house on the 15th and 16th. Especially for those in the Pasig area, if you can see what we offer, you can just pass by and join our free trial classes. So
Yes.
you see also how we conduct our classes, but at least you'll be familiarized with how we execute the programs. Because right now, of course, you would hear what the program is all about, but it's different once you experience what the classroom is.
Okay.
So we're offering several programs. One of them would be the summer schoolroom. The summer schoolroom is really like a preschool program, except that we're extending it over to the summer. So the activities here would be very summer related. There's going to be a field trip at the end of this curriculum wherein, the children will be celebrating through a summer picnic. So everything would be revolving around what do you do during summertime? What do you eat during summertime? What are your favorite things to make during summertime? Things like that. This is also a very good stepping stone for parents who want to put their child in a preschool setting without actually committing to an entire year yet. So it's also a nice way for them to see what a preschool is all about. Now we also have 3 specialized programs that focus on, 1, the letters and their love for reading. So this is Literacy Fun. We are offering this for children ages 3-5, and again, it is fostering their love for books. How we're going to do this is through famous children's authors. So we're going to be focusing on maybe Eric Carle, Audrey Day, and what their famous books would be about. We also have the Science and Numeracy Club, which really will focus on experiments. So all those children that love to tinker and love to measure or make little volcanic experiments are very free to join this class. They're not just going to be making baking soda and vinegar solutions. They're also going to be making slime maybe, or Play-Doh, And what I'm saying by making is they're going to be making this from scratch. So your child will actually be measuring. By measuring, they're going to have to learn how to, take 1 scoop and do it properly. And so that's where the math comes in. And so they have to, because you'll notice that if you don't use the measurements properly, you're not going to get a consistency of your that's correct for that matter. So this is where self-correction comes into play. The last program we're offering academically would be the Artist's Corner. So this is more for children that really just love the arts. So the focus of this program would be repurposing old things to make it new. So, a lot of it is recycling. I'm a big advocate for recycling, as much as possible. I try not to throw anything away. Even tissue paper rolls, you can make so much art with that. So, that's one thing that you can do. Whatever you see around you, you can turn it into art. And that's what art is all about. We also have non-academic programs, which Raquel will talk more about.
Okay, non-academic, we have taekwondo for kids. I have a bias because I took taekwondo when I was young, so for me it's the best way to teach discipline also, but in a fun and learning way. So taekwondo, we can accept from ages 4 to 6, and the one who will be conducting the class for taekwondo is actually a coach from the national team. She used to be my teammate in UP. She's now coaching for the national team. So, but I warned her, we're not training for competition, so it will be very light and very fun. So, siguro at the end of the program, we'll do an exhibition for kids. It'll be fun. And then we also have hip hop for kids, for those who's fond of dancing. Ages 4 to 7 also. The one who will be facilitating this class is also a friend of mine from UP. She's part of the dance group there. She also has her own dance studio now, which she'll be helping us for the hip hop for kids. And of course, we want to inculcate language as early as earliest age of 3 to 7. If this program actually, if it does well, we will probably inculcate it in our regular programs for the school year program. So we are starting off with Mandarin. Okay. And since we're undergoing renovation and we are not in the schoolroom, we want to show you our vision on how it will look like, and it will look like that, or else I will cry. That's the perspective that the architect made. So we really hired an interior decorator and an architect that specializes on preschool design. came from the bathroom. Classroom.
Walk through na ngayon.
Yeah.
Outdoors.
Walk through.
Would the rooms be soundproof?
Yes, yes, of course.